What's up, Odooers? My name is Jose Ignacio. We all know that a tidy warehouse is a happy warehouse, and put-away rules are usually the hero of that story. But picture this. You've got a heavy pallet, you walk all the way to the back of the warehouse to its assigned spot, only to find it's already full. Talk about a workout you didn't ask for. That's where storage categories come in. Think of them as smart put-away rules. They check for available space before you even leave the receiving dock. Ready to stop guessing and start storing? Let's jump into the database. Enough chit chat. So, first things first, from the inventory app, we're going to enable storage location. So, to do so, I'm going to go to configuration and then settings. We're going to scroll down to our warehouses section that we have over here. And we're going to make sure the nice little toggle checkbox right there next to storage locations is enabled. This enables our database to have specific locations, such as shelf 1 over here in our WH/stock, for example. So if you're setting this up for the first time, be sure to also click save in the top left. Always save. That's always going to be a Jose Ignacio pro tip. Now, enabling storage locations automatically enables storage categories. Jose, what are those? Well, let's talk about how to set them up first. So to set up storage categories, I can go to configuration and then storage categories. Perfect. That's the whole purpose of this video. Now, this page displays all categories, including our Zone A category. We're going to open that one up. So, storage categories set a capacity limit at a storage location, including the max weights. When we look into our capacity by product tab that we have over here, we've set the maximum quantity of our vinyl records product to 100. If an incoming shipment exceeds this limit that we have set up at the top and over here for the quantity, Odoo automatically directs the extras to an alternative location. Which locations, you ask? Well, how do we get there? Oh my god. Location smart button over here to see which locations are currently assigned to this storage category. As you can see here, the individual vinyl records can be stored at WH/stock, shelf 1 and 2. So the put-away rules that we will create only consider the sublocations of WH stock in this list. While we're here, I have a quick tip for you. In order to check what's being stored at this location, I can click shelf 1 and then the product smart button up at the top. Boom, here I can see that I have 90 records on hand. Let's remember that for later instead of our thinking caps. Now let's say I also want to store vinyl records in an additional location like shelf 3. To do that, we'll go to configuration and then locations over here. So from the locations list, we're going to select WH/stock shelf 3 over here. So now that we're here in our storage category field that we have right here, we're going to set it to zone A, the storage category we're already using for vinyl records. Next, we're going to make sure the vinyl records go to the right locations using a put-away rule. For that, we're going to go up to configuration, and you guessed it, we're going to click put-away rules. All right. We already have a more in-depth video on put-away rules, by the way. For all the ins and outs, feel free to check out that video. But I want to make your life easier. So I'm going to link it in the description below as well. I should also note that by default, when we receive an item into our inventory, it will be transferred to our general stock warehouse thing that we have, WH stock, unless it's instructed otherwise. So how do we make sure that certain products end up in their designated storage category? As you can see over here, we currently have, if I expand that a little bit, we have one put-away rule. This rule states that when our vinyl record product enters our WH stock, it must be stored at shelf 1. This is the most common type of put-away rule that you can apply to your database. However, we can have our put-away rules work in tandem with our storage categories. Now, the storage categories ensure that our products are routed to alternate locations if our other locations are full. Really useful. It looks inside of sublocations of a parent location that are listed as part of a storage category. So, you could guess what I'm going to change. We're going to set the store to field over here to the parent location by just deleting the end of this and 1 second, there we go, and selecting it. Perfect. In our sublocation column over here, currently no is selected, which means that whatever we've specified in the store to field is where products should be stored. Now let's display our other options that we have. So now we also have closest location and last used. When using closest location, we are referring to the closest sublocation of whatever is in the store to field within the specific having category, also known as the storage category. It's good to know. On the other hand, the last use option directs the user to store the product in the, you guessed it, the last use storage location. The last use option that we have right here is fairly self explanatory. So for this example, we will be utilizing the closest location one. All right. Now you'll notice when we select the closest location option, we might get a message that the required field is missing over here at the top, but that's because we haven't set a storage category yet. In the having category field over here, we're going to select zone A. And that's all we have to do. After a storage category is set for a location, Odoo will store products at child locations of the WH stock location in that storage category as they arrive. Until those sublocations fill up, no need to set up another put away rule for each location. Okay, now that we have everything set up, let's see some storage categories in action. So to start, we're going to select over here inside of this nice little receipts area, the to receive button. So as you can see, we have 2 orders from 2 different vinyl record vendors coming in today. I'm going to let the storage categories tell me where to put them because I don't know. So let's take a look at the very first one over here from Vivid Vinyls. It contains 10 vinyl records, and we can see where they're going in one of 2 ways. I can click on our Move Smart button over here up at the top, or I can click on the details link that we have down below right over here by the quantity. So let's just do that one. We're going to do the details over here. So in this pop-up window, Odoo wants to send them to shelf 1, where we intended. So I'm just going to select save and close that out. Then I'm going to call Nathan at our warehouse to move the vinyl records over and click validate. Thank you, sir. And we're just going to do that. Next, let's process the other order by clicking on our receipt smart button. So in this case, once that we're done, we're going to select back over here our nice little receipts one that we have. Nice little breadcrumb. So we're going to open up now the port of sound one. Perfect. So inside of here, we can see it is also for 10 vinyl records as well. I'm starting to get confused, but thankfully I have storage categories. So to see the destination, storage location as well, I'm going to click on that details link once again. And would you look at that? Just like we planned. These vinyl records will now be sent to shelf 2 since shelf 1 is full, because if you recall, I'm going to save real quick. And I'm going to validate because I'm going to go somewhere with this. There was 90 plus 10. It's now full. There you have it. No more guessing, no more manual overrides, and most importantly, no more walking all the way to shelf 1 just to realize you're out of luck. You're a shelf 2 person now. And now you Odooers can manage inventory with confidence. I'm headed back to the warehouse to spin some more records. Until next time, keep those shelves organized and stay smart, Odooers. I'm going to go grab a snack right now in the warehouse. Taki, sponsor me.